Think you can manage things here while I go help Akara?
Stopping Regalla's war. It'll help us take the fight to the Zeniths?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Then I'll make sure the rest of us are ready upon your return.
Okay. How's Aaron doing?
For a moment there, he thought he'd lost both you and Varl. But he never truly succumbed to despair. Guess that Oseram's stubbornness comes in handy sometimes.
We'll be facing Spectre drones soon. Aaron and Katalo have fought them before, so...
Already asked them to run us through some combat drills. Aaron moves like an oaf, but he's good with that hammer.
I know we both want to make the Zeniths pay for what they've done, but once we infiltrate their base, our priority will be to get Gaia and Beta out of there.
Don't worry. I won't go seeking revenge like some blood-crazed Tenakth. Wherever your arrow strikes, mine will follow.
Let's hope we hit our targets.
And we can't have you dying on us. We're gonna have a kid soon.
Whatever you plan on doing against Regalla, you better return to us in one piece.
I'll try.
Oh, Alva has more? I don't see anything with Aaron.
Didn't think you'd be back so soon.
I just had a little chat.
Tilda's the one who rescued me. Same one that spoke to Beta when none of the others would.
Did she say why she saved you?
She knew Elizabeth Sobek. Seems to think helping me is honoring her in some way. She was willing to share information on both Silence's plans and the
This
other
is all the
Zeniths.
same.
You still don't trust her. Where I come from, the more valuable the knowledge shared, the higher the price extracted. I'd be careful if I were you, Aloy.
There was nothing new about
I
that.
have to
Make
There was actually... Okay. Chalk that up to a bug. Kotalo's not here. I gotta go craft... Where is it? No cost. Alright.
override installed. Now to find a sunwing.
Go to the
I
peaks
think
above
there's
the
some
base.
roosting at the top of the mountain.
Kotalo did mention he would train with sunwings right above the base. Yo! Let's also make sure we replenish all our stuff.
Focus. It's Varl's. I used to think no Nora would ever accept one. Varl did. Even when he was overwhelmed. He refused to let me push him away. I failed for him, at Gemini. I should have pushed harder. I should have done more. I'd give anything to have him back. So Silen's plan was to trick Regalla into sacrificing her tribe in a hopeless battle against the Zeniths. It's so... heartless. Hikaru, Deka, Katalo, countless others. I won't let their lives be thrown away. When it looks impossible, look deeper. And then fight like you can win. I will, Rost. Now and always. All this time I've been so focused on what Elizabeth was like, what she would do. I was wrong to hold Beta to that standard. I probably shouldn't even be doing it to myself. I'll try to do better.
Before I forget, I watered those plants.
I was waiting for something.
Okay, I need to find a sunwing to override. Better head up the mountain.
Right. Better get climbing. Let's see. Ah, they're right there. Alright.
Good. There are sunwings up here. We'll have to approach them quietly.
Shouldn't be too hard. Yes.
This is it! I'm in the air!
Finally. Fly west. Ah yes, are we sure it's a barrel roll?
Whoa!
Not an
Head
aileron
rush.
roll?
Tilda, I'm in the air.
Then you'll want to pick up an energy cell on one of the ancient Horus Titans. But first you must send out a pulse to activate them. I've sent you the necessary software. To deploy it, you'll have to override one of the communication machines you refer to as Tolnecs. There's one in the middle of the desert that should do nicely.
The one
On
that
it.
we couldn't override before. But now we can get to it. Damn, this is cool. I'm kind of afraid to press any other buttons. I know R1, R2 are usually like attacks. Okay, X kind of gets us back. This thing can't fly any faster, can it?
There's a Tallneck. Need to get on top of its head.
Oh, there we go. Tap to slow down, hover in place, ascend, descend. Or we could just glide close to it.
Now, how to land this thing.
Nice.
Dang it. Just gotta override it.
Why does that feel so fast? Felt like she was moving at double speed.
Okay, Tilda. I've overridden the Tallneck.
Good. And the energy cells are now primed. Simply pick one up on a Horus. The nearest one should be northwest of your position. Dropping it on Regalla's machine should produce quite a spectacle.
Thanks for the assist.
I told you, I want to help.
Tap. Select Sunwing Call. If you have overridden Sunwing, using the Sunwing Call, summon it to your position.
Whoa!
Whoa!
I'm gonna have to get used to that.
Oh, jeez. Alright. I want to see how fast we are going relative to, like, the ground. Kind of more like cruising.
Regalla's rebels. Reinforcements, maybe. Heading for the grove. I hope the cover leads me off going down any longer.
Where? What was she looking at? Oh, the tremor tusk. It's just a random sunwing. Nothing to see here.
By the 10, she flies!
Damn, they saw me. She flies. Yeah, what are you guys gonna do about it, huh? This is the ultimate in warfare, having freaking aerial advantage. Oh, this is the same? No, this is not the same one. One where we were following silence was near a lot of water.
There's the energy cell. Right on the Titan's back.
Are we landing? Oh, I see it.
Got the cell. Now onto the grove.
Couldn't fly any faster.
The pulse from Tonic should have reactivated all the energy cells in the region. I should be able to pick up more from any horse I fly to. It'll be useful, even after I deal with Regalla.
I mean, there's the tremor tusk. You sure we don't want to stop them? Oh, look at that. Them on their little elephant. They got some bristlebacks. Yeah, this is probably the only thing is... Can we fly faster? I know these guys are fast. We're just cruising. Yeah, I don't know if it's
Here we go.
faster or not. Alright. Here we go.
Regalla's inside. Hikara will soon be dead. It's all over, Chaplain.
I gotta drop it now. Here it goes.
Oh, it's like an EMP. Nice.
Is that... It's Aloy! She flies on the wings of the 10.
The tide has turned! Push through!
Not so tough without your machines now, huh?
End of the line, Hikara. Now on your knees, and
Hikara,
I'll give
where's
you
your
the death
arm?
you didn't have the spine to give me.
They're down! The machines! All of them! They're down!
What? How's that possible?
Regalla!
What's up? You wanna fight? Huh?
Enough bloodshed! Let's settle this. You and me.
Easy to say when you're atop a machine.
Says the person that brought an army of machines.
Well, that was just to get your attention. I don't need any help to take you down.
Fine. I accept your challenge. And once I'm done with you, I'll get to finish the slaughter.
We'll see about that.
The duel is set. Let none interfere.
Are we gonna fight right here? Okay, no. Let's go. Oh, jeez.
There.
It's like fighting a watcher. Always the same.
Oh. He's also mixing it up. I'm gonna drink this just in case. Oh, jeez. We done? Nope.
Only strength can milk.
Damn. I wish I had a big ass sword like that. Spear has to do. Where'd she? She flew off! The game had to stick her back in. That's funny. It's over. Or round two? Arena swap?
Alright, so that's how it's gonna be.
That is left of your story.
Oh! I was trying to switch. What the hell did she shoot?
Alright, so that's how it's gonna be.
Oh, she got like all her armor back.
Cry tears of salt when they should shed rivers of blood. For you.
Oh, okay, that's what that was. I don't got anything fancy like that.
I'll finish you. And then
Oh, what is that?
or fight.
No, stop that.
This is all you are.
Oh, you have more than just arrows?
Much better.
Oh, I will paint this hallowed soil with your blood.
Ow. Ow. God damn. Lady hurts. Had a better chance doing melee. I really have a better chance doing melee. What the hell, dude? Yo, that... Fuck, dude. That glow blast attack is freaking deadly. Dude, what the fuck? What the actual fuck? Can I heal faster, please? Apparently not.
The weak shall serve the strong.
God, this sucks.
Stand and fight.
I'm not giving up.
Strike and strike hard.
Okay, there we go. You done yet? Take that as a no. Back to melee?
This is where it ends.
Back to melee. I like how she keeps getting her armor back.
Come to me. Oh.
Huh. Nope.
I'll tear them off.
I kind of wonder what's the point of the that fury attack if enemies can easily block it. Nope. I see you. Oh, that's interesting. Her weapon's glowing. Ah, crap. Nope, 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 nope. Thank God we have toughened. Oh, she just blocked. All she has to do is block. That's bull. Ah, frick.
How painfully you gave your life.
Got your foot.
Is this how you give up your life? Oh.
She's really good at that. She's really good at that. I need to find more heals. Oh, what? Yeah, just run at me like that.
I will carve my glory into you.
God damn, lady. I'm out of that blast piece.
should face me! That would show courage! You think you can defeat me like this?
One more? Had enough?
Here I am again, on my knees before bootlicks and cowards. Go ahead, run me through.
Shut your mouth, traitor.
It was you who flew in on the wings of the Ten. You who challenged her by our rights. You must decide her fate. I spared her once. It only made things worse. She was the best of my marshals. What a waste.
Really?
She's dangerous, all right. But maybe that's exactly what I need.
Cowards! What more do you have to conspire about?
Whether you live or die.
Really? I mean... What the hell is this supposed to be? Do we really need Regalla? As much as I would like to see us storm the Zeniths with a bunch of machines, she really is too dangerous, and I don't think we were gonna use them to begin with. Regalla, you've caused enough damage. Your life ends here.
After all that you've done, I can't let you live.
Finally.
You want your Tanakh ways? Then so be it.
Then claim your...
There. Blood for blood.
You know, I am kind of curious what the middle is. I know what the bottom is gonna be. I'm kind of curious about this one.
You led a rebellion that tore a tribe apart. All for bloodlust and revenge. Maybe the only thing you deserve is to die right here. Or maybe that fury can be directed at the real enemy.
You want to ally with her? How can you even trust her?
Despite all that she's done, she's never been one to break her word.
And will she give it?
I won't beg for my life. Decide.
Oh, and then it goes into a... Oh, okay, so it just gave more dialogue. Okay, that's cool. Anyways.
I'm not here to forgive you for your crimes. But there's another battle ahead. Against an enemy more powerful than anything you can imagine. And I need people. A squad. That's willing to do whatever it takes.
We're already down Varro.
I want your mercy.
We need to rebuild our
It's
ranks.
not mercy. The battle I'm talking about will be charging into a nightmare.
It's like a suicide squad of sorts.
A better death than this? Yes.
Yeah, you seem to be on board with it.
My blood is yours. Your enemies are mine.
Meet us at our stronghold, in the mountains near Plainsong.
Talo is not
Send
happy.
her alone? Without even an armed guard?
She does not need it.
I will be there. You have my word.
We'll hold you to it.
It's kind of crazy she just agrees to this, though.
Chief,
There's something you both need to see. In the throne room.
I guess the middle decision kind of eased it a little bit. I thought Kotala would have been furious.
He surrendered to our guards outside the grove. Claims he has an urgent message for the Outlander who defeated Regalla.
So, state it.
It's for her alone. From an interested party.
I think this was the message from Silence.
I'm gonna need some privacy.
Clear the room. Put him with the rest of Regalla's soldiers.
I'll see you back at base.
You saved the tribe. Let me help you with your mission.
No.
Nai Hikaru.
With Regalla gone,
Your
you
job
have a chance to build the future
is
you
here.
dreamed of. So get to your task.
Then at least allow me to give you this. Armor for the battle ahead. May it keep you safe.
I will take that. Armor sounds nice.
Thank you.
Do you have any idea what you've just done?
Yes. Yes, actually.
Oh, it's a pleasure to see you too, Silence.
Congratulations on your victory. You saved the Tanakh for a few weeks. Unfortunately, you doomed the entire planet as well.
Wrong. I don't need a Tanakh army to defeat the Zeniths.
Oh, Aloy. Have you learned nothing about the enemy we're up against?
More than you, hiding whatever hole you found. My idea is just better than anything you ever came up with.
Go on.
No, not here. We're doing this my way. Face to face, and with the weapon you've developed.
And why would I agree to that?
Because I'm your only way of beating the Zeniths, and getting the copy of Apollo that's on their ship.
Oh.
So meet me at my base. Mountains west of Plainsong. Time to submit to the inevitable silence and follow the person who actually knows what she's doing. Don't be late.
And of course we break it.
Tilda, you there? I did it. Silence is on board. So head to my base.
Impressive. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Now that I can fly, I might want to see what else I can do before I head back.
Yeah, about the flying part. Okay.
Stand up straight, Cabo. Aloy.
Hey, Dekka.
So, Aloy. You've added yet another D to your name. And I'm guessing by the look in your eyes that you're not done yet.
Not quite.
Is there anything we can do? We owe you that much.
After everything you've been through, you're one of the best people to support Hikaru's bid for peace. Not just between the clans, but with the Karja too.
Then I will. You have my word.
And until my last breath, I'll make sure the tribe remembers all that you've done for us.
Never thought we'd see the vision.
So I asked the chaplain the opponents.
Hey, oh yeah, that's right. We went with Yara on this file too instead of the other guy. Hey, Draka.
Aloy, never doubted you knew how to make an entrance, but that, oof, that was something else.
Didn't think I'd find you here.
You know, I just thought a battle that'll be sung about for generations wouldn't sound as epic if the Desert Commander were missing. Regalla might be gone, but we'll still need to deal with any rebels stubborn enough to go on without her.
I think
Wish I
that
could have seen
thing is
Regalla's
bugged.
face when she saw you flying on that machine.
Alright. Oh, hey, look, it's Mr. Bulwark.
Dakota, thought you'd be back at the Bulwark.
Let it be known that the Sky Clan defended the Grove today, as hopeless a battle as it was, until you flew in on the wings of the Ten, that is. We're in your debt.
You fought for your tribe, so your debt is paid.
On your way, then.
Other guy.
The flame of the desert now flies on the wings of the Ten. Will wonders never cease?
I thought you wanted to stay neutral.
In the end, I decided that if you thought Hekara was worth fighting for, then that was good enough for me.
I'm honored.
The honor is mine. I hope you know what you're doing. Sparing Regalla caused this mess to begin with. The chaplains will preach of this battle for as long as the tribe lives on.
Okay, yeah, no, that marker thing's gotta be like a bug.
And so the wings of the Ten found us when things were at their direst.
Hey,
Not
Jataka.
some legend come to life, Jataka.
That may be, but we will always be in your debt.
I was hoping I'd find you after battle.
That's gonna bother me so much. I think that was all the important people.
The wings of the Ten.
I heard you got some fresh
Racked up a lot of deeds, haven't you?
Took down a Ravager the last time.
It's like a bunch of people that recognize us. It's too bad that it's hard to remember them based on like their face paints and stuff. Hey gang.
Hey, Mr. Know-It-All is here. You know, your focus buddy who never smiles. I didn't know what to do with him, so I had him wait in your room.
Got it. Thanks.
My room. With all the supplies.
Well, Silence. Looks like you finally found a door you could open without me.
I'm glad it's there, actually. It kept me from having to mingle with the company you keep. But enough prattle. I believe you owe me an explanation. Your plans for the Zenith base.
You're right. I do owe you. My spear in your throat for deceiving me again. At the Hades Proving Lab.
I doubt you asked me here for that kind of reckoning.
No. Right now, I need your help. So I'm giving you one final chance. But if you ever betray me again, I will kill you no matter what the circumstance. Understood?
I really what they're gonna do about Silence in the third game.
Though we'll both face a decidedly short future.
The voice actor did pass away.
Aloy, your other guest is here. She's, coming to you.
Thanks. Good timing. The truth is, I can't actually get us into the base. But she can.
Ta-da!
The company you keep is even worse than I thought.
Not a fan of surprises, are you? Well, look. That must be your little invention.
Does the weapon work? Without self-destructing?
Of course it does. I've eliminated the imperfections and greatly improved its design and output.
How can we be sure?
Care for a demonstration?
Enough, both of you. We're in this together, at least for now. Go talk to Erend. Tell him I said to give you rooms of your own. I'll come see you when I get a chance.
Oh, no. You first.
Oh boy. And not to mention, we also have Regalla now.
Better get everyone in the control room so Tilda can tell us what she knows about the Zenith base.
Hey guys. So, got a lot of new people.
Haven't seen you since the battle at the Grove. How are you holding up?
I saw you fly on the wings of the Ten, and paralyze Regalla's army with lightning. I would say that I am...
That does sound kind of cool, the way he puts
inspired.
It. With light.
Thank you.
Instead of, yeah, we dropped an EMP on the location.
I should be thanking you.
So yeah, about our companions.
Look, I know you're probably not happy about keeping Regalla around, but I want her on our side when we fight the Zeniths.
It is more than she deserves. Even so, I will not question your judgment.
Thank you, Katalo.
He's being a lot more understanding about it than I thought.
Things will get ugly once the Zeniths realize we're in their base. You'll need every trick you've ever learned.
I would have it no other way. Many soldiers died in the old world to make sure we stood here today. We will endure on their behalf. Though, I am curious how you intend to defeat the Zenith's defenses without an army of our own.
Oh, don't you worry about that.
Just make sure you're ready to fight.
As you say, you have more than earned my trust.
Did you meet Tilda?
There is something about her that doesn't seem natural. I wouldn't be surprised if my sword went through her and she didn't bleed at all.
Honestly, with her, nothing would surprise me. Your people keep mentioning the wings of the Ten. What exactly does it mean?
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines with wings.
Jets,
and
planes.
leapt into battle from the sky. For us, to imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess.
And
it is
we
why
did
the
it.
challengers leap into the arena during the Kulrit. And now, you have done it. Like the deeds of the Ten themselves, it will never be forgotten. So, tell me, how did it feel?
I won't lie. Pretty good.
I can only imagine.
I have to go. But I'll be briefing everyone on the plan soon.
Understood.
And Kotalo's also pretty great. Are we just examining your arm?
I see you've got your new arm ready to go.
Yes. It still feels strange. I've gotten used to the absence, but no matter. I'm sure I will need it before the attack on the Zenith base is through.
Yeah, I hope so. Instead of, you know, not using it when you were at the Grove earlier? Like, what was wrong with that?
Don't give up easily.
Hey, Zoe.
Aloy, it appears that we have some interesting new guests.
Yes, we
I'm
do.
glad to see you're okay, though. I heard you gave the Tanakh something to talk about. I was half expecting you to burst in through the ceiling riding a sunwing.
Sorry to disappoint.
Wouldn't want to make a hole in our face.
Have you talked to any of our new friends?
Aaron and I tried speaking to Silence, but apparently our tribal prattle is unnecessary.
Charming, isn't he? Ready to head over to the Zenith base?
Whatever comes, we will endure.
Thoughts on our new Zenith acquaintance?
I'd say she smells like death, but even death smells of something. She's more like a cold piece of metal, bent on repelling all semblance of life.
She's definitely different. I have to go. I trust you to keep things civil around here.
I'll make sure Aaron doesn't punch Silence in the face, if that's what you mean.
Thanks.
Nah, let him. Hey, Aaron.
Aloy, you came back with some interesting friends.
Yeah.
Wish I could say we don't need them, but Silence and Tilda are here for a reason. Even Regalla.
Yeah. Enemy of my enemy and all that, right?
Right. I guess Silence is keeping to himself, as usual.
I was hoping he'd give me an excuse to hammer his sorry ass to the ground.
Please don't.
You telling me you wouldn't want to get just one good hit on that smug face of his? After everything he's done?
Sure. Later. Right now, he's got something we need. Doesn't look like any of our guests are making trouble.
Yet. So, Catalo tells me you flew. Well, that's new. I've been busting my balls trying to learn to read. You're out there having all the fun.
Don't worry. You'll be getting all the fun you can handle soon. With the Zeniths.
Imagine if we equipped them all with sun wings.
You, talked to Tilda at all?
I tried. I don't think even a hot forge could melt that ice. And you say she wants to help?
I think so.
Yeah, help.
I better get going.
Oh, you know where to find me.
Hey, Alva. Oh, whoops.
You flew? Catalo told me. And took out Regalla's machines? You know what? I don't even know why I'm surprised. I saw we have visitors and a new weapon. Does this mean we're ready to take the fight to the Zeniths?
Almost.
Are you okay?
I was wondering, is it really safe having someone like Regalla here? She seems angry. The kind of angry that leads to murdering people in their sleep.
Don't worry. We're going to point that anger in the right direction. The Zeniths.
If you say so.
It'll be fine. Trust the process.
I hope our new guests have been behaving.
Silence. He's the one who built the weapon that can take down Zenith shields?
He is. Though I wouldn't expect him to answer any questions about it. He refuses to dole out his secrets to us, lesser mortals.
Oh.
You know that special part of us that makes us warm, kind, welcoming?
He wasn't born with that.
Spirit?
Yeah. He was born without that.
I swear I don't remember the dialogue. This just sounds like something you would say in that moment.
You sure you're okay going on this mission? I know things must be happening pretty fast for you.
I've already braved oceans and madmen who thought they were ancestors reborn. Why not a few immortals with lethal drones at their command, too?
Guess the more the merrier. I suppose you saw that Tilda is here. Our very own Zenith.
I almost went up to her to ask her, well, every question I've ever had about the legacy.
But
every diviner I know would kill to get 5 minutes with one of the old ones. But now that she's here, all I feel is a vague unease. I don't know if I'm scared of finding out more uncomfortable truths or just scared of her.
Oh yeah, no, you should be scared of her.
I need to wrap up a few things, but stay sharp.
I'll be ready when you call.
Okay. Oh, we got something? Stormbird Storm Cannon? Thunderdrop? Why do we just have these? I mean, I'll take them. Let's see.
Did you need something? Bravo. You managed to sway a Zenith to your side. Care to explain?
Not a chance. I thought you said the weapon was ready.
There's always room to optimize. But that's not why you're here.
No, I'm just here to
I assume you want
chat.
to comprehend my undertakings. So, ask away.
Since when were you so forthcoming?
Since you turned this into a waiting game. And as it seems you have found modest success, perhaps I'm willing to be generous.
Okay, so your plan.
Okay, so your big plan, everything you've been manipulating for the last few months. Let me see if I got this straight. You learned about the Zeniths from Hades when you interrogated it. And you came up with a plan to defeat them by using a Tenakth army and that weapon. And to get the Tenakth to fight for you, or rather the Sons of Prometheus, armed Regalla's rebels with override tech.
Did you have an actual question, or are you still playing catch-up?
So all this time, even before I found the coordinates at the Spire, you were out here scheming. Why couldn't you just tell me?
When I learned of the Zenith's return to Earth, I laid out my plans. I knew I would one day require an army of overzealous Tenakth to assault the Zenith base. The casualties would be extreme. And I knew you would never allow such a sacrifice, no matter how necessary. Thus, I devised a means to remove your interference from the equation.
And how did that go? Oh look, a lot more things popped up.
Why create the Sons of Prometheus? You didn't need a Sarah to make override tech.
They were a necessary safeguard.
I still gotta finish that.
My time serving Hades and the Eclipse demonstrated the risks of getting directly involved. Through the Sons of Prometheus, I could execute my plans, all while remaining anonymous.
Except to a Sarah. How did you get a Sarah to work for you?
I knew there was an associate of the Oseram tinker, Durval, who escaped his failed assault on Meridian. It was trivial to track her down and gain her cooperation. She wanted to succeed where Durval had failed.
So you promised her Regalla and the Tenakth. The Sarah would help you create a machine-riding army and wanted to see Meridian burn as much as she did.
And so a partnership was born out of thirst for blood, bonded in mutual self-interest.
You think you had everything figured out, huh?
I did.
I'm guessing, like, if we go through all the rebel camps and stuff, we'll eventually meet with a Sarah.
You wanted me to surrender to the Zenith at the Hades Proving Lab. They almost killed me.
Based on everything I knew about them, I concluded they would find you a useful asset, thereby keeping you out of harm's way and, more importantly, out of my way.
So you really didn't know they had their own clone of Elizabeth?
No. Unfortunately, there was no way I could have known that particular detail.
Detail? Well, I guess if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here today. Tell me about the weapon. How does it work?
He's not gonna tell us.
I've upgraded the delivery system. It now emits a wave-like effect covering a significant distance.
That doesn't fully answer my question.
No, but I'd be a fool to reveal its inner workings. After all, why did you withhold your plan for dealing with the Zenith drones? Yes, even you can appreciate the value of secrecy when warranted. Suffice it to say that the weapon will work. The intricacies of how is knowledge that is mine alone.
I wonder... Well, no, I guess he met up with the Zeniths. And then that other individual was like the test subject, so yeah.
Why help Regalla take over? If you wanted an army, you could have just gone to Hikaru.
Before Regalla's rebellion, Hikaru was only concerned with battling machines and fostering friendships with the Karja. Even if I gained his ear, he would never agree to send his forces to battle a threat he couldn't understand.
So helping a bloodthirsty exile was easier.
Yes, exceedingly so. All Regalla craved was war against the Karja and anyone who threatens the Tenakth. She would have led the tribe into battle without question, which was precisely what I needed.
While I was out there, I had a couple run-ins with the Quen.
You know about them? From across the ocean. And?
Their entire tribe was shaped around Discovery focuses. One of them, Alva, even joined me here. Don't you want to know more about them?
No. They stumbled upon the greatest technological artifact from the ancient world, and what did they do with it? They shrouded the knowledge they unearthed in mysticism and taboo, creating a pantheon out of corporate shields.
Yes, well, it also led them to Thebes.
I guess I can kind of agree with that.
So those run-ins with the Quen I mentioned. On one of them I teamed up with their expedition to search Thebes. We found Pharaoh at the end.
You must have needed Omega clearance. So, what was it like?
Oh, now you're interested.
He single-handedly wiped out collective human knowledge. sure was still less than he deserved.
Let me guess. You would have scraped him into a jar so you could prod his brain, like what you did with Hades.
For a start.
Okay. Enough talking with you, Silence.
Alright, Silence. I think I've talked to you long enough. I'll let you know when it's time to go.
Yeah.
And try not to mess with Tilda while you're in here, okay? I don't need the two of you butting heads.
Ah, yes. About your Zenith ally. I wonder if you understand what kind of person you're dealing with.
I hope so.
Someone to live as long as she has, outlast as many calamities. Well, your goals may be aligned now, but I'd watch for the moment they diverge.
Yeah, I'm aware. Reminds me of someone else I know.
Survival is only a necessity to my greater purpose, Aloy. I'd hoped you'd recognize that by now.
Do you know something or not?
Oh, I know a great deal of things. But on this, just call it a feeling.
Oh, a feeling? You mean you finally had one? Huh. Guess even you can change, Silence.
Okay. I think Tilda is in the plant room.
There you are.
Hey, Tilda.
Well done, Aloy. Despite my reservations, you managed to secure Silence and his weapon. You're truly a shining example of Liz's fortitude.
I've been thinking about what you said at your house. How you were friends with Elizabeth. It was more than that, wasn't it?
Perceptive as ever. You're right, we were together for a time.
Okay, so what happened?
I was an orphan. I had always been alone. By my 30s, I was starting to wonder if that was simply my fate in life. Then I met Liz. We kept running into each other at conferences. We'd have coffee. At some point, it became drinks. I thought it was just shop talk, an exchange of ideas, but then I was surprised at how much I looked forward to seeing her. Soon we were flying halfway across the world every other week just to meet up. For the first time, I didn't feel lonely. I could imagine a future where I wasn't. I think Liz felt the same way at first.
You think?
She had lost her mother a few years back. I filled a void for her. I know I did.
It's too bad we'll never know.
As time passed, it seemed as though she wanted less, and I wanted more. And so we ended things.
So helping me, restoring Elizabeth's dream. It's what?
A second chance, yes. I made a mistake leaving Earth while
This
Liz
woman
stayed
is
behind.
obsessed.
I should have done more. So when I saw you, a woman who has carved her own remarkable path, beyond even what made Liz a phenomenon, I knew I had to help you. To do right by her.
You said before that you're not like the other Zeniths. That you never were. But you went along with all of their plans.
Out of necessity. I'm not proud of it. But complicity became a means of survival, both when Earth was consumed and when the colony on Sirius was destroyed. I did what I had to. But I resolved to remain one step ahead of the others, to try to undo what damage I could. Hence the data channel with Beta. The secret passage into their base and the little trick I pulled to save you.
Why did you make the data channel look like your house?
I built that house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place, not just for me, but for the art stored in its depths, cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly, some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
I mean, it did work.
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and
technical. I thought if she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life. A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being drummed into her. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret sharing this house with her. She needed its shelter even more than I did.
Why do you think Elizabeth pulled away?
I've wondered that for 1,000 years. She was brilliant, visionary. She cared so deeply for the world, for the betterment of humanity. But it also felt like she kept everyone at arm's length, including me. She never wanted to share her burdens. I think, in the end, she had a core that she never let anyone be part of. Sometimes I wonder if anyone really knew her.
I found a recording of you and Elizabeth back in the Proving Lab after Farzinet's attempt to steal Gaia.
Yes. A most unpleasant conversation.
She said something after the call. I think she regretted how things ended between you.
Did she? All this time, thank you for telling me. I've always hated that those were the last words we ever said to each other. And that her last impression of me was as a functionary of Far Zenith, not who I truly am.
When it's time to break into the Zenith base, what can we expect?
I'll go over the full layout once you've assembled your friends. Suffice it to say, we will need to push as fast as possible to Beta and Gaia's location, dealing with heavy resistance along the way. There are also printing facilities where the others have been amassing the natural resources they've stripped from the region.
What for?
Remember
First
that
for
now.
use in the base's infrastructure, and then to fabricate more Spectre drones, a small army of them.
When I was out in the wilds, I saw a shuttle take off from the island, heading for space.
It was likely ferrying materials to and from our ship in orbit. After hundreds of years luxuriating in our digital comforts, the ship was barely space-worthy when we made our escape.
Guys were
Disaster could strike at any
slacking.
moment. We've learned our lesson.
Too much gotcha.
Have you figured out how Silence's weapon works?
No, and he's been very careful not to allow me near it. I'll admit it bothers me, but regardless of how it functions, I am confident it will deactivate the other shields en masse.
How many of them are in the base?
10, including Eric and Gerard. Only a handful of us made it to our ship when our colony collapsed.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that before. Ooh.
So, Eric. Was he always a bloodthirsty psychopath?
I believe he got worse over time. On Earth, he was the founder of a profitable private military company. A band of cutthroats, in other words. Even as governments abandoned human combatants in favor of automated warfare. He found success with clientele that required a more personal touch. There were also rumors that he personally hunted and killed his targets. On occasion, all for the thrill of it. But on Sirius, he retreated to virtual reality simulations. In them, he could go on rampages as violent as he pleased, though I suspect with diminishing satisfaction.
Alva's tribe believes he was one of the greatest people from the old world.
Then they would be quite disappointed to meet him, though I'm sure he'd bask in the adoration.
Okay, what about Gerald?
What can you tell me about Gerard?
Or Gerard?
He was the head of the world's largest financial conglomerate, and as such had dealings with almost every major corporation. It made him one of the wealthiest people on Earth.
He's
and
like,
certainly the wealthiest
freaking
among
Jeff
Farzina.
Bezos.
What does one person do with that much money?
Buy more power, more influence.
Actually,
Lars
just
always
Jeff
believed
Bezos.
himself to be a refined patrician, able to maintain control with a polished smile. But beneath that exterior is a cold and calculating operator. It was his decision to restrict Beta's upbringing to her digital educators, the avatars of the Apollo database, while we were painted as her benefactors.
Well, we'll deal with him soon enough. And the others.
I would very much like to see his face when he realizes we've beaten him.
Oh yeah, Stanley, the goat.
When I was in the ruins of Vegas,
I think he's gone,
I found
though.
data on a man named Stanley Chen. I think he was a Zenith.
Stanley, ever the optimist.
One of the good ones.
When we established our colony, he built an exact replica of Las Vegas in virtual reality. Lights, shows, gambling, every detail perfectly recreated. And while others cloistered themselves in their own fantasies, he flung his doors wide to everyone.
The way you're talking about him, I'm guessing he didn't make it back to Earth.
No, he perished when our colony was destroyed. He would have been thrilled to discover that part of his beloved city survived.
Would have liked to meet Stanley. Sounds like a great guy. Maybe in the third game, because, well, I'm not gonna say anything past that.
When Beta escaped and hid in an ancient research facility, I saw another one of the Zeniths, Verbena. Who was she?
A dull star amidst a sea of brighter constellations. Unlike most of Far Zenith's members who amassed their wealth through shrewd business deals and technological achievements, Verbena inherited her billions.
Ah, yes, a nipple
Her
kid.
father had achieved great success in the luxury holotourism industry. At age 24, she became the world's most eligible bachelorette, branding herself a life designer. Someone who leverages their fame to influence the choice of others.
What, like a cult?
In a way, yes.
Well, she must have done something right to have survived this long.
She was her own brand of ruthless. That much is true. But even rats can cling to a vessel for escape.
Okay, so I've had run-ins with a handful of Zeniths. What about the rest?
An array of the wealthiest people on Earth. Titans of their industries.
And let me guess. All selfish, ruthless to the core.
That's the only way you survive everything,
There were a
probably.
few with whom I got along. Annika Murjani, for instance, was always delightful. She founded the Holonet's most successful dance channel and was herself mesmerizing to watch. And I had fascinating discussions with Song Jiao about her work in cellular biology. Our immortality treatments are due in part to her achievements. But then there were others like Devin Miller, the CEO of a fast food printing corporation. His only real preoccupations were perfecting his golf swing and taking self-hollows. When I think about all of us, we really should have accomplished more. We had eternity.
Got lazy. No motivation. Frankly, you'll deserve it.
Okay. I'll let you know when it's time.
I'll be here until then. And thank you, Aloy, for giving me this chance. My past has always been a struggle. More than once I've lost everything. But when I look to the future, I see Liz's dream fulfilled. A universe of new possibilities.
Maybe we can make it happen.
We will. I won't let anything get in the way. I promise you that.
Okay. Now, where would Regalla be? Not in our room. Would she... I keep hitting the R1. Would she be down here? Because this was Beta's room. Cutscene?
This place smells wrong. No sand or wind, only cold steel. And the others up there, your squad.
They can hold their own. As for the space, it may not be what you're used to. But it is a shelter.
Call it what it is. A cage.
You came here on your own.
For the battle you promised.
Mm-hmm.
So for now I wait in my cage for your word. Tell me when to strike.
You want to chat for a bit? Okay.
The whole time I've been in the West, I've been fighting you and your rebels. I'd at least like to know why.
You were among the enemy. What more is there to know?
Why did you do it?
Dork, Jiroka, Makala. When the Karja pushed into the desert to raid our people. My brother's squad was among the first to intercept them. But the Karja captured them,
oh, she had 3
strung
brothers.
them up and burned them alive as an example. It was too late. I found them by the sound of their screams.
So you wanted vengeance?
Vengeance? No. I wanted devastation. To tear down the Karja's cities and drown the land in blood.
Such devastation.
Every last
Was
survivor
her
and grind their
intention.
bones until the sky chokes on the dust. But my chief betrayed me. Betrayed the Tanakh.
How did Hikaru betray you?
Hikaru called on the clans to resist the Karja's red raids. But we did more than just defend. We hunted them. And they fled as children before a pack of claw striders all the way to their border. There we ripped down their stone walls. Their domain was ours for the taking. But when it came time to push on, Hikaru ordered us to fall back. What soldier retreats when slaughter is at hand?
The kind who wants peace for their people.
Peace is just a lull between vendettas. But I thought my chief had greater tactics in mind, so I stood by him, even when he allowed that filthy Karja to join our ranks.
Fashav.
I enjoyed watching him die at the embassy. He should have been put down when we first captured him on the field. Instead, Hikaru made him a marshal.
Fashav told me how he became a marshal. He earned it just like any Tanakh.
It was an insult. No outlander can ever deserve to wear our armor, bear our marks. And then a Karja messenger was brought.
Sounds very close-minded, Regalla.
That's when I knew. I had to run my blade through Hikaru and drag his treacherous corpse to the gates of the sun.
So you're mad about your brothers getting brutally murdered. I get that. But didn't you want all the murders to... I mean, you're driven on revenge. You're kind of like a Batman, but as a bad guy.
What happened when the Karja messenger appeared before Hikaru?
The quivering priests bore a message from their new king. No more war. No more raids. Suddenly the Karja wanted to talk peace. An embassy at the very fortress we tore down. A true Tanakh would never take a Karja truce. Their blood exists to be spilled. But Hikaru lapped up the priest's message. He showed himself a Karja-loving traitor when he accepted. That's when I challenged him.
And lost.
His mercy was just another sign of his weakness. I vowed never to rest until the debt was repaid, with him on his knees before me. So with an army of soldiers and machines at my back, I returned. The day you got in my way.
Honestly, Regalla could have been very helpful dealing with the Shadow Karja. Because that was like her true enemy, right? The new Karja, they're trying to be friendly, they're growing commerce and all that. The Shadow Karja were a bunch of assholes.
The deal you made. Override tech in exchange for an assault on the Zenith base. How did Silence approach you?
That name means nothing. to me. My agreement was with the Asura Masera and her sons of Prometheus.
So all this time, you didn't even know who you were really dealing with? And you trusted an Outlander?
If it was a trigger, I would have crushed her. But she spoke with the same burning hatred for the Karja.
Understandable.
And she offered me the chance to run them down with machines. The terror in your enemy's eyes when they see you charge. You know what I'm talking about. I bet you felt it.
I don't think so. What about your end of the deal? Would you have honored it?
Had I killed a Carl and become chief, these Zeus would have been the first of the tribe's victories. But
Yeah, that's what you think.
My people continue to consort with the enemy. A tribe of weaklings.
Because of me, hundreds of Tenakth won't throw away their lives in a battle they can't win.
She still doesn't believe us.
Are you really going to fight alongside me?
I have no reason to betray you.
Really?
I failed to kill Hakaro, failed to eliminate you. No Tenakth would follow me now. The Karja remain out of my reach, cowering behind their walls. All I have left are the screams of those long dead and unending rage. So show me where to bury it.
Okay. Good talk,
All
I
right.
think.
I guess we'll both face the end soon enough.
Ever since you got in my way, I've wanted to see your bones burned white beneath the sun. But if I'm to die in battle, then it might as well be with the one who flew the wings of the Ten.
I'll let you know when it's time to move out.
There's a lot of sirens going off right now. I kind of do think it's kind of cool she's just like sitting there sharpening her weapon Monster Hunter style.
The edge beyond the shore, this weight of root and rot, I long to reach the other, to find the path we love.